Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving right into a seriously fascinating concept from our source material, fine-tuning your biological frequency. The core idea here, that you can actually adjust your personal energy to overcome the heavy, overpowering negative forces of modern society. It's an incredibly intriguing text, and it offers a very specific, literal mechanism for totally transforming how we interact with the world around us.
Think about this. What if you didn't have to constantly change yourself to fit the universe, but the universe actually bent to you? That is the revolutionary premise we're exploring today. It completely flips the traditional self-improvement narrative right on its head. Our source material suggests we don't have to be the ones endlessly adapting. Instead, it proposes a direct method to shift out of a state of suffering and open the door to literally endless cosmic possibility, just by changing how the universe responds to us.
So let's jump straight into Section 1. You are a human radio. To really grasp how this works, we first have to look at this core metaphor presented in the text.
The source frames it with this super powerful idea. Our bodies are an active, energy-radiating frequencies and vibrations into the universe. Basically, we aren't just passive objects bumping through life, we're constantly emitting energy. Just like an actual physical radio needs to be carefully fine-tuned to pick up the exact music you want to blast, the text argues our bodies function the exact same way. We are constantly broadcasting, and we're constantly receiving.
Now, when we're born, the text notes we start out with a default tune. This is set by our environment, our daily social encounters, and really just whatever we happen to see manifesting around us. It's basically background static. But, and here's the kicker, we have a choice. We can fine-tune our dial to our innate natural instinct. We can literally dial into the best frequency, the actual music we want to hear.
Which brings us to Section 2, stuck in societal static. Because, look, if we all have this innate instinct that knows our best frequency, why on earth is it so hard to just stay tuned in?
Seriously, why is staying positive so incredibly hard? The text hits the nail on the head with this dilemma. For the vast majority of us, manually forcing a positive vibration just feels, well, impossible. Very few people actually accomplish this fine-tuning on their own. Instead, we end up stuck, fighting this exhausting uphill battle against our own dial.
And here is exactly why it's so tough. Our dials are constantly being hijacked. Think about your physical environment and those draining daily social encounters. The text emphasizes that the strong negative forces surrounding us are often way more powerful than our own little individual attempts to stay positive. Because of this overwhelming interference, just trying to sustain a positive vibration through sheer willpower, it's pretty much futile. It leaves us trapped in a continuous state of suffering.
So, how do we escape this futile struggle against all that heavy negative static? Let's move to Section 3, the Akashic Synergy portal.
The authors define the Akashic Synergy as a portal that naturally synchronizes your energy into a positive state. Now, pay attention to the phrasing here, because it's absolutely crucial. This isn't described as some grueling 10-year self-help process or a strict daily habit you have to force yourself to do. No, it's framed as a portal. It's something that triggers an immediate, natural synchronization of your energetic vibration, totally bypassing all that toxic environmental static we just talked about.
The text breaks the mechanics of this portal down into a really fascinating two-step process. Step 1, you stop exhausting yourself trying to fit into the universe's demands. Just stop. Step 2, the synergy activates and the universe actually bends, reshapes, and designs itself to directly connect with you. It's a complete 180-degree reversal of the dynamic we're all used to. Which naturally leads us to the activation phase in Section 4, the mind shift to giving. Because the big question is, what is the exact mechanism required to actually pry this portal open? The source explicitly states that the key to unlocking this incredible spiritual technology is an energetic mind shift, specifically a shift entirely focused on the act of giving. It's surprisingly simple, right? It's not about intense, hour-long meditations or reciting 100 positive affirmations in the mirror. It is entirely rooted in the outward flow of energy.
The crucial point is captured perfectly in this quote. By donating, it is your direct exchange to sync your vibration. The source frames the act of donating as a literal, transactional key. It is the required direct exchange to cut through those overpowering negative forces. By donating, the text argues, you naturally and instantly synchronize your positive vibration straight through the Akashic Synergy portal.
And this all culminates in our final part, Section 5, Unlock All Cosmic Possibilities.
The source frames everything we've talked about as a deeply urgent choice regarding how you want to experience the rest of your life.
According to the text, you are essentially standing at a crossroads right now. You can either just continue on your current default frequency, hoping things will magically change, which, as we know, leaves you trapped battling forces way stronger than you. Or you can choose to create the shift right now through giving and open up your entire life to endless cosmic possibilities. Which really just leaves us with the ultimate question. Now that you understand the mechanics of your human radio and the immense weight of that environmental static, are you ready to finally tune your dial? Are you going to stay drowning in the static, or will you use this synergy to make the universe bend to you? It's a wildly fascinating perspective on energy and action, and definitely something to chew on the next time you feel all that worldly noise creeping in. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer.